Sometimes our human mind becomes the biggest barrier in our growth. It becomes an obstacle, especially when we resist change. We understand that without change, nothing is possible. Change is a continuous process, and that is happening since ages. It is only the change because of which the universe has evolved. But still, we resist change because it is our human nature that we don't want to change and we want to continue doing what we have been doing in the past. Right? So the same thing happens when it's something related to the business, and especially when we are dealing with our team. Our team members also have the same resistance. They don't want to adopt the new methodologies, new processes, new systems, or the new technology. They also have some kind of fears and they don't want to change. But as a business owner, we should understand that without change, nothing will happen and will not grow and will not beat the competition, because time is changing very fast. Things are changing very fast. Technology is changing very fast. The human nature and their behavior, the customer choices, their demands, everything is changing nowadays very fast. So we have to follow the speed and we have to follow the change. So let's understand that why do we resist to change. There could be multiple reasons why we resist to change, but I'll not be talking about all the reasons, but majority of them are in these three categories. The first is that we have a fear of losing our job opportunities. This is the biggest fear which most of our team members in general they have, because even if you have seen that whenever there is some technological advancement, when internet was introduced, many people thought that they lose their jobs. Now AI has come, so still people are afraid of losing their jobs because they don't want to change, and they feel that the AI or the technology or the new systems, processes, new strategies will eat away their jobs, and they'll be kicked out of the system. This is one of the biggest reasons why people they resist change. Second reason is that we don't want to come out of our comfort zone. As a human mind, we don't want to learn because we have stopped learning after we graduated from our college, right? So it has been a long time we have ever studied. So that is also one of the reasons, because our mind is not ready to learn new skills, new techniques. So we think that it will be a difficult process when we will be implementing the change. And maybe we may not be able to learn new things and will fail miserably. So that fear of failure is also the part of this thing, that they don't want to, or we don't want to learn new concepts. And the third reason why we don't want to change, especially the business owners, because we feel that there will be a lot of investment involved in the change. Because when we will implement a new technology, maybe new processes, systems, or any concept or any idea, we will have to invest money to recreate something new or redesign something better. Even we understand that change is for the betterment, it's an improvement, but obviously improvements also require some investments. Innovations don't happen without investing money. So this is also one of the fear in the minds of the business owners, that it would involve a lot of costing, and to save that money they don't want to change. They want that they should continue with the existing and available resources, and that's how they keep on struggling. Right, so we understand that change is important, but we also understand that we are afraid of change, we resist it. But how we can implement and how we can, motivate our team or encourage them to take a step for the change or for the betterment or for the improvement, right? So the first thing is this, that we should first of all accept this idea that we need to change. As long as we are not aware, we don't know the reasons that why this new strategy or the new concept is required, our mind will not accept it. We will not see any kind of benefit, right? So if we don't see any benefit, why should we change? Or if there is no threat, even then will not change. We generally take decisions only for greed or for some kind of fear. So until unless these two factors are not there, will not change. It's a human nature. So the first thing is that we should have a collaborative approach, and we should involve our whole team in this change process. We should talk to them, we should make them aware that why the change is required, for not only for their benefit, but for overall benefit of the organization, right? So once they accept the idea of change, they will definitely help and support this process. So this has to be a mutually accepted model where everybody is ready to change. So the first way is the collaborative approach, and the second approach is to make the change process very easy and convenient for everybody. If they find that change is happening without disturbing their routine, without putting a lot of pressure on them, and they don't have to learn complex things, so they'll definitely change their working patterns, they'll change their behavior, or they'll even learn the new technologies, right? So this whole process has to be created in a very simple way and in a very easy format, so that change should not be a complex thing for anybody, neither for the business owner nor for their teams. The third approach is to identify the benefits, because when we are changing, we don't know why we are changing. Of course, improvement is there, but why this change will benefit me personally? So that is more important than a collaborative approach, because every individual will, have some common goals, but they also have their personal aspirations. So how this change or this new system or the new technique is going to benefit an individual, so that's very, very important. So when our team will understand that this change is definitely going to give them some kind of reward, it is going to make their working easier and more convenient, so definitely they'll accept it, because they'll see some rewards and more comfort for their life. You know that as a business owner, you understand that change is very important for your organization and for your business growth. So sometimes you will experience that in spite of having a collaborative approach or making this change process more convenient and very easy for your team, and also after showing them the rewards and the benefits, still they don't want to change. What would you do in that scenario? So you should understand that if a person is not willing to change, even after knowing the benefits, even when the change process is very simple, and when this is a collaborative decision, that means there is something wrong. You should be alert that that person is doing something wrong in your organization, who doesn't want to change. When these people are exposed, who are resisting, who don't want to change, and they are doing something fishy in your organization, you come to know about them. So obviously this is for your benefit, for your organization's benefit. So that's why you should never resist change. So the first thing which you need to do is you need to identify those areas where you actually need to